So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the meeting. I know for some of us, it's good morning, wherever you are. Like you can see Josephine from US and everyone else who is joining us from all the other parts of the world. I want to take this opportunity to really welcome you to our business meeting. And for them that are logging in for the very first time, I'll start by introducing myself and then I introduce the meeting and what we are here for. So Josephat, can you kiss my name? I'm married to Pieros Cherotich, and between us, we are blessed with 4 children. We've been in this business that we want to share with you for the last 15 years. 1-5. That's good time to know whether something is working or not. And my wife was a high school teacher. Pieros was a high school teacher. She was teaching physics and maths. And myself, I was teaching in the university computer science. But after building this business for 7 months for Pieros, she was able to fire her boss. And myself, after doing it for a few years, I also resigned from university teaching. The simple logic being, really what we want is not just a job, but financial freedom. How many of us in this call were invited and they were promised that they can be able to become financially free and live an exotic lifestyle? That is what made me to be part of this business. So it is now 15 years from when we found this opportunity. Of course, as I've said, we had good jobs, but we were not so satisfied with the far our jobs were taking us, hand to mouth, just being able to pay bills. By end of the month, nothing more, nothing much. And we discovered that we were heading in the exact opposite direction of our dreams. And a time comes when you have a meeting with yourself and retrospectively you ask yourself, what am I doing? If I have worked for 3 years, nothing to show, 10 years, nothing to show, then by projection, even after working for 40 years, you might not have anything. You might not have anything to show. So that is where we reached with my wife and we agreed for something to change, we have to change ourselves. And so God brought this wonderful opportunity. We started doing it on part-time basis, but shortly after, this became our full-time engagement. And so I am super excited to welcome all of you to the opportunity. Please listen keenly, and then by the end of it, you'll be able to see how possible it is in 2 to 5 years to have achieved your wildest dreams. Once I'm done, I will have the privilege of introducing our guest speaker who has done this business in a very, very wonderful way. And within a few months, she had achieved too much that her performance was recognized at global stages. From medical world or as a medical practitioner to building very successful business. But let's leave that for the last speaker. Allow me now to start sharing my slides. I promise you that I will keep it simple and short and sweet. Simple, short, sweet. I want to believe you can be able to see my screen. Sometimes you share screen and technology does its thing. I hope you're able to see my screen. And if so, then I can proceed. Yes, thank you, Rose, for confirmation. So I now want to take us through this. What is our mission? We are Superstars team, a global team. Very proud of the fact that we've been able to spread in tens of countries. And our mission is simple, to change the world, but the only way you change the world is by changing one man at a time. So we are on a mission to help individuals to start their own businesses so that they can be able to achieve financial freedom, travel around the world, and enjoy a better lifestyle. The main focus will be on how to boost your income. And we believe that your income is directly related to your philosophy, your way of thinking, not the economy. We'll also touch on some very interesting aspects of life, like health, because your health should come first, though not many people prioritize it, and a few other things. But for now, let me start with health, then I go to wealth, and then lifestyle. So here we are. Solution number one, health. Remedy to health crisis. Today, there's something that is really threatening lives of many people, is the rising rate of chronic diseases. But we are saying that prevention is better than cure. Instead of waiting until you have cancer, diabetes, pressure, and then you are now trying to fight it. If you had an opportunity like you want to present to us, why not prevent? So that even in your 80s, when you are, say, age 81, you are living a very healthy life like that of 18 years old. Isn't that interesting? But then you need to be guided by this fact that your health is your greatest wealth. Simple facts: whatever you eat will either fight disease or feed disease. Which one do we do mostly? Obvious. In our urban setup, we are always feeding disease instead of fighting disease. Yet World Health Organization guides us so simply, in a very simple way, how you can perfect your health even at old age. They provide us with what we call wellness triangle. At the bottom, do exercises and manage weight. Then as we go up, take whole grains in large quantities. Next step, take fruits and vegetables to boost your immunity. Now, as we go to the next level, notice that we are now, the triangle is narrowing. Take less of proteins, that is especially red meat. As adults, we don't need a lot of proteins. And then at the apex of the triangle, we are saying, do away with fats and sugars. If you must take very little. That's how we are supposed to do it. And should we do it that way, then our cells will be very healthy. Your cell will be soft and permeable, so that when you take whatever nutrients, the nutrients go into the cell and waste gets out of the cell. Hope you can follow that. That is a healthy cell. It allows nutrients to go in and waste to get out. Because minus that, then it means you will be malnutritioned, though you are eating a lot, and your cells will be full of toxins, and therefore you become a candidate of chronic diseases. Now, let me show you what we mean. If you eat in the opposite, like this lady is doing, you invert the triangle, so that what we should be doing more, we are doing less, and what we should be doing less, we are doing more, then our cells now behave like this. Have a look at that. This is a cell whose cell membrane is hard and impermeable. So you eat food, but nutrients cannot go in to the cell. So it doesn't help the cell much. And the waste, because of metabolism, the waste that should be going out doesn't go out. So it remains contained in the cell. And that is a very good candidate of whether you think of diabetes, whether you think of cancer, all these kind of things. So I'm explaining to us how we have gotten to where we are, where so many people are now suffering from the chronic diseases. In fact, for every 4 deaths that we are having today, 3 are caused by our eating habit. These diseases: cancer, diabetes, pressure, stroke, arthritis, name them. The list is endless. If you're not affected, if you're not infected, if you're not suffering from one of these, don't you have a relative, perhaps a close relative, family member, who is suffering from this? And if we don't do something, are you not the next? So we are saying that from where we sit, we cannot just sit and observe this trend continuing. And so as Superstars team, we've identified for the last 15 years a perfect partner that we can join hands to be sure to fight these chronic diseases. Fortunately, our partner, by the name Neolife International, has been in the business of fighting chronic disease for the last 67 years, from 1958. Founded by Jerry Brasfield, this gentleman here in US, California. The lady is the daughter, Kedra Brasfield, the current CEO of Neolife International. And the company has spread to so many countries, 57 now, for the last 67 years. And the reason why it has been there for all these years is because of these values. You can see our values here. Honesty and integrity. People are number one. We value people more than anything else. Products that work. And you can see these doctors and scientists here, or what we call scientific advisory board, top doctors and scientists in the world. And that board was founded by the founder of cancer chemotherapy, the late Dr. Otherfast. So you can see the kind of science we are talking about, rigorous research. Then we have number 4 value, equal opportunity for all, old, young, highly educated, not highly educated, as long as you have dreams that you want to accomplish and you are of age. And finally, the number 5 value is long-range vision. We are not just talking of today and tomorrow and then the next day we are not there. No, we are looking at generations to come after us. Remember, true success is not what you achieve, but what you leave for others, the impact you create in the world. Now, this is what Neolife provides us, the solution. We want the unhealthy cell to now get back to the healthy state. That is what we want. And among the more than 100 different products that Neolife provides us is one called TreeNN. TreeNN is the number 1 product and one of the oldest, the most foundational product. Why? It helps us to take care of our health at the cellular level. You are as healthy as your cells because your body is made up of 73 trillion cells. So what the TreeNN does, it contains lipids and sterols that feeds the cell. So that now the cell is soft and permeable as we wanted, and it can allow nutrients to go in and waste to go out. The result? Efficient nutrient utilization. And that gives you a lot of energy. By evening, you have as much energy as you had in the morning. Not the way you see people by evening, they're just falling on their sofa sets. They're not able to even take supper. So tired. That is a form of sickness. You need TreeNN. Then enhanced vitality. You are still youthful even when your national ID reads some very many years. And then support at cellular level, as I have said. And I've mentioned that we have so many other products. They are categorized in different groups. Like one wide range is called healthcare products. This one, I've just put 3 or so there, but there are more than 70 in this category. So and they are targeted solutions, by the way, so that if you want energy, products, we have likes of Neolife Tea and the TreeNN. If you want to take care of your health of your bones, we have chelate and calcium for calcium and magnesium. If it is joint health, then we have things to do with full motion for cartilage. We have omega-3 salmon plus to grease the joint so that there is no friction as the joint moves. Think of any other product. So it depends on what you want to address. And remember, we said prevention is better than cure. So you don't want to get arthritis. So you prevent that by using omega-3 salmon plus full motion and TreeNN and chelate and calcium and so on and so forth. That's just an example. Then you can see another range of products at the middle here, which we call organic skincare. Instead of putting on your skin chemicals, which will affect your skin ultimately, why not put 100% organic products or skincare, which are identifying on your skin? Excellent solution right there. You look younger for longer. How many of us in the call would want to look younger for longer? You are quite old, but then people think you are a young girl, young gentleman. I hope all of us would really want that. Then we have another category called home care products. These are organic cleaning detergents. Instead of washing clothes with chemicals, bathing with chemicals, you use these organic ones. That helps you also not to get things like cancers that come through inhaling chemicals and being in contact with chemicals and all that. So we go organic. Now the last one is for farming. A very popular product they are called Super Grow. Very economical. You spray in any crops and you are guaranteed that you'll harvest 3 times what you were harvesting initially. 1 liter, just to show you how economical Super Grow is, 1 liter you mix with 1,000 liters of water. So it will go a long way. And you can see the effect on the soil on that picture there. Before you use Super Grow, water could not penetrate down to the roots. But after using Super Grow, now water is able to penetrate down to the roots, and therefore the plant is able to absorb minerals in a very big way, and the crop grows very, very fast. And you get 3 times the yield. Use it in any crops and it will be amazing. Any farmer in the house will attest to it that this is an amazing product. In fact, farmers call it Wonder Drop. I don't know whether we have any farmers in the house who have used Super Grow. They can always attest to it. You know, very powerful testimonies you can get about that. So, and even if you're not a farmer, you want to contribute to this economy. Most countries are agricultural based. So let's go ahead and help farmers out there. So I've just shown you the kind of categories that we have for products. There are many other categories, by the way, like for children. We have products that are specifically for young children because they are growing. We have others like for weight management. We have others for fine-tuning our hormones because like ladies have their hormones, men have their hormones, and you'll find maybe a lady who is not able to conceive because of hormonal imbalance. So we have all these solutions. But then we usually have product training. That is why for now we just did a summary, an executive summary of the products that we have. So that now you can allow me to go to the next very interesting part of the presentation. And I know this is why maybe majority of us are here. Financial freedom. This is what made me to start the business because I badly needed financial freedom. And I will show you exactly how it came about. Starting point is, sure, are you working for someone else to achieve their dreams, or are you working for yourself to achieve your own dreams? If you don't work for your dreams, someone else will do the hiring. They will hire you so that you can work for their dreams. So let's be careful about that. If you're working for someone else, it's okay. But now start the journey towards working for yourself. The second question is, what are your dreams? Let your dreams be very, very clear, crystal clear. So that as we work, we are working towards specific dreams. As we mentor you, because we do thorough mentorship in the Superstars team, we are mentoring you towards a very specific goal that you want to achieve. Is it to earn additional income? So that at least your income can go to the end of the month. I know for some people, the income gets finished long before the month is finished, right? But now you want to have the month getting finished long before the money is finished. Is that not a better problem? For others, they want to drive good machines. Others want to travel around the world. Others want to build beautiful homes. By the way, if you want, you can chart down there what your dream is. By the way, sometimes you confess and you possess. It's no problem to confess. My dream is XYZ. And you know, it will surprise you that in a short while, that will be behind you. You'll have achieved it. For me, my dreams were clear. To drive the latest shape of Land Cruiser, I achieved. To take my children to the best schools, I achieved. To live in my own home in Nairobi, I achieved, and so on and so forth. So it's good to have those very clear dreams. All right. I can see Mercedes-Benz there. Yeah, it's good to be very precise on what you want. I thought I would see more dreams down there. It's important. And at the very beginning of the year, I know you wrote down many things that you want to achieve. Yes, Mary Bochi. She wants a mansion in Ruda. Wamba, to drive a machine. Priscilla, a machine. All right. Now let's see. How do you achieve those dreams? Thank you for sharing. Now, this brings me to the question, how do you make your money? Because some ways of earning income are so limited that you can never go beyond some ceiling. And therefore, your dream becomes just a dream and never a reality. For instance, if you are an employee, are you the one who dictates how much you should be paid? No. So that's a good starting point, but it's not a destination. If you are self-employed, you have a small business that you must be there physically for it to generate income. Now you are getting enslaved. And odds are that you might never ever achieve financial freedom. But on the right-hand side, we have big business builders, people who work with a system so that even when you are not working, the system is working for you. Like the way Safaricom works. Safaricom will never come to tell you, hey, please buy credit so that I can make some money. No, you buy credit because you need it. So the Safaricom company has set up a system that they use. And that is what I want to show you in the next few minutes. That you can start up working with a system tonight, and in the next 2 to 5 years, you'll be totally financially free. And of course, when you're able to earn some good income through that kind of a system, then you become an investor. For investors, they don't work for money, money works for them. So how do you cross over to the side where we have big business builders and investors? We are saying this. For you to really access those products that we talked about, then partner with Your Life International directly, not through middlemen, directly. Now you can see the difference between our business and businesses out there. But then you need perfect mentorship and the best strategies to build your business. Now, that one you'll be given by Superstars team. So when you join with the New Life company through Superstars team, then you become an instant entrepreneur. What are the benefits? Extra income, residual income, income that you'll be earning even when you're not working. You become your own boss. You work at your own time. No one follows you. But you will be working closely with your mentor at your own free time. Not much risk. And I will show you the little capital that you need so that you can appreciate that anyone who has the desire to change their lives, then they can be able to go ahead and do that. Lots of support, especially through digital office suite. So you are given your own website. You're able to build your business from comfort of your house. A lot of incentives in terms of travel and cash bonuses. We travel a lot. Those are incentives. You are part of a positive community that is moving forward. Instead of complaining of economy, we fix the economy together. And you are part of this great mission of ending the trade of poor health and financial stress. Isn't it amazing to be part of such a mission? Now, what do you do to be able to achieve all those benefits? We have success habits. The first one, and I mentioned it from the word go, have a very clear why, dream, goal, purpose. Let it be very clear. Why do you want to start this business? Let it be motivating. Let it be very strong and very exciting. It is the one that will cause you to wake up early, sleep late, working for your dream. Then number two, now stop promoting other products out there. Promote your own. I'm part of New Life, and therefore, when I am buying the Liquivite for my kids, I am promoting my own business because end of the month, I'll be paid for buying the Liquivite. I'm the beneficiary, but then I will benefit. How? Every product is assigned points. End of the month, those points will be converted into bonus. So the more points you are getting, the bigger your bonus. Now, I want you to start asking yourself, how can I get thousands and thousands of points without necessarily doing a lot myself? We talked of a system. So without doing so much myself, how can I get so many points? And that brings me to number three. Don't work alone, work with others, other like-minded people. Instead of people buying, say, 7Cs out there, they are just wasting money. Show them this system where they can be buying omega-3 salmon plus and they are paid end of the month. And now you are forming a team of such people. End of the month, I'll show you how you are paid huge bonuses because of that. That is team business instead of an individual business. So talk to people about the products. Some will be your customers, others will be part of your entrepreneurs team. I want all of you to be part of entrepreneurs team so that we are growing our incomes together. Let me now demonstrate how that works. It starts with you. Success always starts with the person seated on your chair where you are sitting right now. You've partnered with New Life International. And for you to do that, the company tells you the starting point is where you join by paying 17,880 Kenya shillings, which comes back to you. And the receipt will show you, the invoice will show you that every single coin has come back to you in form of all what I've shown you here. The first thing you get is TNN. TNN, the 120 capsules product. If you have to buy one, it's almost 5,000 shillings. And therefore, 3 of them would have costed you around 15,000 shillings. But now you are being given as part of the 17,880. You are given an international license, which you can use to build business in all those countries that I mentioned. You are given literature materials. You are given the website at no extra cost. Free delivery, whatever you are in the country, as long as the company is registered in your country. And lots of recognition. But more importantly, and by the way, this is in Kenyan currency. You can always convert on the Google to your currency. But now I also must say 2,000 shillings goes to the government of Kenya. So you see, every single coin is accounted for. So now, 1 trillion is 34 points. And therefore, the total points is 102. So by just starting this business, you automatically get 100 points. Now, this is very significant because now you are part of the compensation plan. But how are you paid now? That takes us to the next point. Use what we call 3 in 30. Every single month, try to have just 3 people joining your team in a full month. Just 3 people. We have millions of people out here who want better life, but just get 3. For some of us, every month we do 10, and so on and so forth. But let's assume you're doing only 3. That means from the first 3, you already have 100 points times 3 plus your 100. That's 400 points. And imagine that gives you some very good bonus. But for simplicity's sake, assuming you are not even able to bring 3, which is not possible, just bring 1. Look at how easy this can be. But remember, easy things to do are also easy not to do because they require discipline. Now let's start with this. You've brought 1 friend who wants more out of their lives. You are 2 of you. So when you are being paid, you'll be paid from the points you get, the 2 of you. That is 200 points instead of just your 100 points. Now the 2 of you, just bring only 1 person each. Simple mathematics, you are 4. You will be having 400 points and you'll be paid from the 400 points. Not just your own 100 points, but the 400 points. This is called working smart, not working hard, working smart. Who can tell me how many people you will be in your team if the 4 of you brought only 1 person? Yes, you will be 8 of you. That is 800 points. And the bonus goes higher. You are paid at a higher percentage. In fact, here you get some very good recognition of what we call manager. You are celebrated highly in events like KICC, those who are in Kenya and so on and so forth. Now the next step is bring only 1 person each, 16. That is 1,600 points. You get to a point called senior manager, a level called senior manager. That bonus, 10%, simply means around 20,000, 30,000 Kenya shillings. Very exciting. When the team grows to that 2, that is 3,200. Executive manager, 20% means around 50,000, 60,000. There's a director here. When she was an executive manager, Susan Murithi, I've seen her in the core. Her bonus was 65,000 Kenya shillings. So really, it's some good business. I'll just stop at the next level where we have a team of 64 people. By now, you have brought less than about 5 people or so, but the team has grown to over 64. The power of working with others than working alone. 6,400 points, that gives you a bonus paid at 25%, which translates to around 120,000 Kenya shillings every month, every month, every month. Over 1,000 US dollars. Yet that is not the end. By helping one person to become a director like you, look at here now, this color that has changed. By helping one person to be a director like you are called a sapphire director, taking home 150,000 Kenya shillings plus. By the way, our directors, we treat them in 5-star hotels locally, but our sapphire directors, we fly with them to other countries out there, like from 22nd of May next year. We'll be with our sapphire directors in Egypt. I'll show you in a minute. I mean, it's an incentive. You're not the one paying. Yet we've just come from Cape Town this year, May, few months ago. Cape Town. Last year, we were in Mauritius. And so there is a lot of traveling for those who are sapphire directors. And you only need to build your business in, say, 3, 4, 5 months to become a sapphire director. Now, when you have 3 directors, you're called a Ruby director, taking home in excess of 300,000 Kenya shillings. With 6 directors in your team, you are a president team member, taking home way beyond 700,000 Kenya shillings. That is what I was shown, ladies and gentlemen. I started down here as a distributor in 2 years, 11 months. Yes, 2 years, 11 months. I was already up there as a president team member. Why? My desire for success was too high. And I believed in myself. And I knew, having been a hard worker where I was working for others, if I worked the same way for my own business, I would definitely achieve. And in 2 years, 11 months, I had clinched the president team level. And my bonus was way beyond that, 762,000. I mean, so these are things that others have done and you too can do. Our guest speaker will tell you that within very few months, she was already at world team level. Months. But just before she comes on board, because I don't want to come back, let me mention this, that all your dreams are valid and it doesn't matter where you are starting. Start where you are today. Look at that. That was me. And this is still myself after building this business. That is the leadership of Land Cruiser, our home, our kids. We transformed where my wife was born and brought up. You know, very excited. You can see Pierre's there, very excited. So it's possible. And you're joining the best team. This is the founder himself giving us the award #1 Superstars team in 2017. So congratulations for joining the best team. Lifestyle and travel. Locally, when you become a director, you can see the life that our directors are living there. In fact, our guest speaker, even before I introduce her, she's the very first one leading these ladies here. You can see her there. You'll see that face when I bring her on stage. So these are hotels like Sereni Amara, Sarova Stanley, and so on and so forth. Look at the fun we were having at Sereni Amara. This is, again, Sarova Stanley having dinner in a 5-star hotel, just having fun. You can still see our guest speaker everywhere. Here she was in Dar es Salaam, Serena Hotel with us. You see, so life can be the way you want it to be. Sapphire directors travel around the world. Rubies, that is where we take you for Ruby orientation. She has been in this hotel. Santon Sun Hotel, Pure Gold Cotton Hotel. She will tell you about her experience in that hotel. Amazing. Look at all these travels. Zambia, Dubai, Atlantis, the Palm, climbing to the top of the tallest building in the world. You can see us enjoying life in all these. These are the places we've been visiting over and over again. Look at this. There we were, again with our guest speaker in Mauritius and everywhere. Mexico, Los Cabos in 2018. Oh my goodness. Look at that cash bonuses, just a token of appreciation of 615,000. Here we were in Abu Dhabi. Our guest speaker is right there, and the husband around there. I'm about to introduce our guest speaker. And this is last year in Mauritius, having fun, fun, fun. This is this year, 2025, in Cape Town, in the month of May, everything paid by the company. And next year, from 22nd of May to 25th of May, we will all be in Egypt. The question is, will you be there? Once our guest speaker is done, using this PayBill number, go ahead, become one of us, pay directly to Neolife International. The PayBill number is right there for those who are in Kenya, 985650. That's the PayBill number. You can screenshot. And then account number, you put your national ID, and then amount 17,880, and there you are. Don't procrastinate. What you can do today, never do it tomorrow. That's a habit of the poor. The rich and the upcoming rich, they do today what they must do today. They never push it to tomorrow. And if you move at that speed, then what our guest speaker is going to share with you will become a reality. She attended a meeting like this one in Nakuru. She never said, let me go thinking about it. And she jumped on board. The rest is history. She's one of the most traveled leaders that we have around. And it's really my pleasure to present to you our upcoming president team member, all the way from Nakuru, Kenya, OKECH Florence. OKECH, if you can hear me, please take it away. OKECH Florence, can you hear me? You are a co-host, you are able to unmute yourself. Please go ahead. Let me look for OKECH Florence. In a second. Florence, are you able to unmute yourself? Oh, you are having a challenge unmuting yourself? Okay. Well, technology can always misbehave, but let's okay, if Florence is having a challenge, I can easily request someone to come in and say hi to us. Now, when you ambush people, it can be... Okay, you managed?
Oh my God.
I think we can hear you now.
You can, hello, good evening. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, and we can see you.
Oh, sorry for that technical hitch. I've been trying to unmute, but finally I'm here. So good evening to our distributors and our guests on the call. Thank you, our dear president, for giving me this chance to share my success story with all the ladies and gentlemen on the call. My name is Florence OKECH. I live in Nakuru, Kenya. I am a mother and I'm married. I'm a mother of 4 teenagers between the ages of 30 years and 17 years. I am a nurse by profession, and I do this business part-time. I joined this opportunity in the year 2016. I've been here for the last 9 years. And I want to tell you that it has been a sweet, sweet journey. Why did I join the business? I joined the business because of my mother's illness. Actually, my mother was suffering from a disease called asthma. And ever since we were young, we were a troubled family because my mother was in and out of the hospital, and this gave us a lot of stress. So we watched our mother suffering, and it was not fun. It was very, very sad. And it was my silent prayer that I become her health practitioner when I grow up so that I can help my mother. My dream came true when I graduated as a nurse. And little did I know that our hospital medicines could not cure my mother. This was a chronic illness. My mother was to continue taking the medicines for a lifelong. This was so disheartening, but I really thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank our dear President Josephat, together with our PT PROs, for sending me a message to attend a meeting in Nakuru. I attended a meeting, and when I was listening carefully, I learned that the founder of this company had a similar disease that my mother was suffering from. And he got cured just by taking the products that we have in our powerful products that we have in our company. This really struck me. I was very, very excited, and I did not procrastinate. I just jumped in immediately. I paid the money for registration, joined, became a member on the same day. And actually, I joined with this kit of ProVitality. Then later on, at the end of the meeting, I talked to our president, PROs, and asked her, which other products can I buy for my mother so that she can get well? She had suffered a lot for over 30 years. So she did this. She explained every other product that I was to buy. I did exactly that, bought the product, sent this product to my mom back in the village, and my mother started using. To my amazement, my mother started responding very fast, because this time, my mother's disease got worse. Actually, she used to be in and out of the hospital. She could even spend a whole month in the hospital, just the attack refusing to get away even with the treatment that she was being given. So imagine my mother started using these products. And during the first month, my mother was not admitted. My mother did not receive any attacks, asthmatic attacks. I was very happy. And I remember our PTPR was telling me that whenever somebody has suffered so much with a certain disease, you need at least to take, the patient needs to take at least the supplements for at least three months consecutively. I did exactly that, because I saw all through, I saw the suffering that my mother went through. So she continued taking our products for 3 consecutive months, and each day passed by, and I always what I saw was just great improvement. My mother improved by the day, and imagine, she suffered for almost 30 years in and out of the hospital. But within 3 months, my mother did not my mother was not admitted anymore. She did not experience any attacks. To date, my mother is enjoying perfect health. And I really thank God for this opportunity. I've always been thinking that suppose I didn't join this opportunity, where would my mother be? And that is why I always thank God. Apart from my mother's illness, actually, even my own house, my husband was suffering from ulcers. And actually, I had children who also had some challenges, because my last borns were twins. And twins at times can have some complications. And by using these products, their health also improved tremendously. And I was very excited about this. And this really made me have a lot of confidence, even to share with the other people. And imagine, before I even started sharing with the other people, the company started paying me. In the second month of joining this opportunity, I earned a check of 1,400. That was my first check. And imagine I earned this money even before sharing the products to anyone, just by buying the products for my mother. It was a surprise. And actually, I thank God for our leaders once again, because they did not waste any minute. They started training me immediately. When I asked this question, where did this money come? How did I earn this money? They came in handy to explain to me how this money came. And actually, those days were being paid in form of checks. So the check had a breakdown. Actually, there was a statement that showed how this check came. So I was convinced that this is a legit business. And as a civil servant, I started seeing some money somewhere, some additional income somewhere. And actually, our leaders also told me that Florence, as a civil servant, this is another way of making an additional income that will enable you even achieve some of the dreams that you could not achieve with your salary. Because as civil servants, our pay slips are usually very pathetic, especially when the deductions have been made. Right now, the deductions are even more. Pay as you earn, pay as you eat, pay as you die, pay as you marry, shisha, and the rest. It is pathetic, my friends. But I thank God for this opportunity, because this opportunity has been giving me money month in, month out, good amount of money that has enabled me to do a lot that I wouldn't have done if I depended on only the payslip. Imagine my first check in the second month was 1,400. The second check came and it was a check of 34,700. What an increment. Maybe in the call, you will tell me where on earth you can get an increment from 1,000 to 30,000 in Kenya. It is impossible. It can only happen here in our wonderful opportunity. My third check came and it was a check of 117,000 Kenya shillings in 4 months in this opportunity. That means I became a Sapphire. Within 4 months, Sapphire Director earning over 117,000 Kenya shillings. I will always thank God for this opportunity. It was the worst time in our lives, that particular time. Nurses in the country were on strike. My husband is a lecturer in one of the universities, or even them, they were on strike. Both of us were on strike. We had no money in our house. Imagine, God has good plans for us. Who knew that we'd get some 117,000 from somewhere if God did not show me this opportunity? We were very excited. Everybody in our family was excited. I continued sharing the products. I continued doing all that we're supposed to do in this opportunity. And I thank God that this opportunity has changed my life totally. There are 3 benefits that one enjoys when he joins this opportunity. One is that of good health. We have achieved that health. My mother has achieved the perfect health, and even including the people who have shared with the opportunity, because I share this opportunity like nobody's business. Actually, a day would hardly pass before I talk about this opportunity to anyone. And this has made the company pay me lots and lots of money. Actually, the highest amount of money that I've earned in this company is a check of 369,000 in 1 month. Tell me how many nurses earn that kind of money in Kenya? If not in Kenya, anywhere in the world. Maybe in the US, I don't know. Maybe Josephine will tell us. But in Kenya, no nurse earns that kind of money. This opportunity has changed my pocket. I've managed to do quite a lot of things. Actually, one thing that I really smile and be happy about, that is what I did latest, and I'm still doing more. I built my mom a beautiful house back in the rural home. I just thought one day that my mom made me join this opportunity. I want to do something that she'll never forget in her life. I did this within 5 months. This house was completed. My mother these days lives happily in this beautiful house. She even gets a lot of visitors these days because some of them just come to visit so that they can see the house. I have even my cousins back at home who even call me from different parts of the country, telling me that, Flo, I heard you built your mom a very beautiful house. This time I'm going to spend a night there. How do you think I feel when I get such calls? Or when my mom tells me that visitors come just to visit and they never used to come before? What an opportunity. It has enabled me to do a lot. And the other benefits that I've enjoyed, actually, I've not exhausted this part. In this company, there's a lot of incentives that are given to you if you do well, if you just work well. I'm telling you, I'm one distributor who has been spoiled in this company with the incentives. If somebody tells you that, maybe, let me say, Priscilla, I would like to offer you some tea, or I want to buy you a cup of tea. Can you guess how much somebody would pay to offer you such a cup of tea? In Kenya, most likely, it would range between 500, or even if it is a very good breakfast, it could range to 1,000. But it's rare to do that. But imagine in this company, I've been given a lot of chais, that is teas, that the least tea that have been given in this company is offered is 45 chai of 45,000 Kenya shillings. And the highest chai that I've received in this company is a chai of 180,000 Kenya shillings. Is that tea or something big? I'm telling you, we have an amazing, amazing company. Recognitions are top-notch. Actually, the other incentives that I've received are incentives that like a phone worth 75,000 Kenya shillings. As a nurse by profession, I usually said, Ali, that one was lying a long time ago before I joined this opportunity, that I cannot buy a watch as a phone that costs over 10,000 shillings. I'll always budget for a lower one. But imagine this time, company gave me a phone of 75,000 Kenya shillings. A television set. Imagine a very big one, LG, original one. I've received quite a number that I cannot count on this call. I really thank God for this opportunity. The other benefit that I've also enjoyed quite a lot, actually, I'm forgetting a very important thing. Family is everything. This is an opportunity that has changed my marriage chemistry. Initially, my husband was very skeptical about this opportunity because I'm a victim of some conmanship sometime that happened in my life. And he didn't really like other things that I do extra. But this one really caught his mind. And when he saw money coming in, he said, for sure, this time we're doing something that is really changing our lives. And that is how his mindset changed. He became a very lovely husband that I'd never known that it was so lovely like that. He started calling me beautiful, beautiful. He started naming me very beautiful names. These days, I have very sweet names, if I can tell you. He started just by calling me Okwaro, Jaber, so many other beautiful names. Actually, most of the time he used to call me my gold mine. The latest now is my BMW. You know, there are so many sweet names because now we are achieving and we are doing a lot of things courtesy of this company. Whenever we have any project, there's some money that I put in and we do something. So these days, we really do a lot together as a family. And we have a very, very happy family that things have really changed. Actually, the third benefit that has also been quite excited is that one of travel. This company has really made us travel to different destinations, best destinations, not just destinations, those high-class, high-end hotels where I don't know whether it's not 5-star. I think most of them are 7-star. Our first outing we were given an incentive to travel to South Africa. That was my first trip out of this country. I'd never flown. I'd never used an aeroplane to travel. I flew together with my husband to Johannesburg, where we slept in one of the best hotels in the world, called Santon Sun Hotel, a gold-coated hotel. We stayed there for a whole week, and I'm telling you that stay there was marvelous. It was fantastic. We enjoyed every bit of the time that we were there. Actually, my husband told me that actually this is the real honeymoon. And you can guess that is why the mood has really changed. Everything is perfect in our family these days. From there, we have traveled to different destinations, actually, just the way our president team member, Dr. Josephat, has told you. From Johannesburg, we went to Mauritius. We went to Abu Dhabi, which is the capital city of the United Arab Emirates. We went to Durban, South Africa, through Ethiopia. We went to Dubai. Actually, during Corona period, we were in Dubai. Actually, I've been to Dubai twice. And Dar es Salaam every year. And whenever we travel, we sleep in high-end hotels, those classic hotels, 5-star hotels. This opportunity has even taught me how to eat in those big hotels. I'm telling you, total transformation, courtesy of this company. So through the continuous mentorship, I've also earned personal development that has really enabled me even to be recognized at my place of work. Actually, at my place of work, I'm heading a very, very special unit because of the personality that they've seen in me. And that this is just through the trainings that I've gotten here, and even the confidence that the trainings have instilled in me. So I'm not enjoying alone. Actually, I have a very vibrant team back in Nakuru here. I have a very, very, very cooperative directors here and members who we really work as a team, and we are working towards achieving greater goals in this wonderful opportunity. Apart from Nakuru, I also have members spread across the world. My business has moved to Italy, Sweden, United States of America, Namibia, Sierra Leone, and latest, Maputo. And I thank God for this growth because above all, it's God who directs our paths. So, and of course, not forgetting our president team members, Pia Rose and Josephat, for mentoring me until to date, and including even the other directors whom we work as a team with. So I can see our president has come back. I just want to say that actually I'm very, very excited member of this opportunity, because this is an opportunity that has changed my life, and it will also going to change the lives of even the guests who are on this call. So what I want to tell my fellow distributors is that opportunities don't just happen. Create them. Be creative. Do the best you can with what you have, where you are, and of course, not reinventing the wheel. We have clear systems that guide us every day. Let's be the business that the world needs. To our guests, thank you very much for sparing your time to join us on this call. Our heavenly God has plans for us all. This is an opportunity that can change your life totally, just the way it has changed mine. It has changed me actually from grace to grace, from ordinary to extraordinary, and from local to international. I'm a global distributor right now, and I'm very happy about that. So, dear guests, do not procrastinate. Join immediately, and our support is guaranteed. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much, our distributors and our guests on call for listening to me, and back to our president, Dr. Josephat Kariuki. Thank you and have a blessed evening.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, OKECH Florence, for sharing such a touching story. You know, that assures everyone that someone can start wherever they are and they achieve whatever they want. And if Florence has done it, then why not you? Why not me? All of us can be able to achieve our dreams. Thank you so much. And you see, it doesn't matter where you are starting. She started when she was very low, on strike and all that, but then she believed in herself. So I don't want to add on to what she has shared with us, but I want to really pray that there's someone in the core who a year from today will meet with Florence and tell her, you know what, Florence? That day I was a guest, and today I'm here. As a world team traveling around with you to the best destinations of the world. Will that be you? If you say yes, it will. Unfortunately, there are some people who have in the past attended such a meeting. A year down the line, they have not yet made the decision and they have not changed anything in their lives. Let's join hands together and go for our wildest dreams. Don't just join for yourself, but also so that you can be able to reach out to someone else and touch their lives too. So thank you so much. God bless you all. Have a lovely night. And let's be meeting in the beaches of the world. You'll be there to be met. Turn to the person who invited you to this meeting and ask them, how do I start now, not tomorrow? God bless you. See you at the top.